Good morning, everybody. Len Mooney here, and it is December 22nd, and this is Lunch with Len. And I assume that's Chris that just jumped on. Hello, Chris, and hello, Larry. Looks like we have a small crew today, and well, we have what we have. Hi, all you awesome people. Hey, Chris, how are you? How is everybody doing today? Chris, can you hear me? Larry, can you hear me? Tried something different. I have earbuds on. So will somebody tell me if you can hear me? And Rick, hello, Rick. Good to hear. Good to see you. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, good. Sound quality's good. All right. Well, I thought we'd do something today. Unless anyone there has anything specific on their mind, I did a webinar a couple of weeks ago for the Wealth Builders Mastermind group. It was on the art of receiving, or the core skills of receiving, and it comes directly from Larry Hochman in the T3 training, and also I think he also covered it at some point in the Guru Code. I'm not sure. And it seems to me that it's an appropriate time of year to take the core skills of receiving. It's one of the things that we find we sometimes have difficulty with. We have difficulty receiving. We claim that we would rather give than receive. So, having said that, unless anyone else has anything else on their mind, I'd like to share this with you. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share. Hopefully everything's going to be cool. And, I probably should bring somebody over just to keep me honest. Chris, you want to come over? Just to make sure everything's working? Let me bring you over. Let's get somebody over here so that I can get feedback if things aren't working correctly. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go to screen share, and Chris, I know you've seen this. I believe you've seen this presentation, so you may get bored with it.
But I can't hear you again.
You can't hear me again. Can you hear me now?
No.
Well, I don't understand that, because you can hear me on the other side.
Nope. So just kick me out.
Interesting.
No.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, we'll go ahead without you. Yeah. We'll go ahead with nobody over here and assume that it doesn't get screwed up, because we're going to run out of time. All right, so I'm going to screen share and going to come up with PowerPoint. And this was something that Bob and I did together, and it was part of our wealth building mastermind. But like I said, it also comes directly from Larry Hochman, and from in fact, he's even got a book on the art of receiving. So it comes from his T3 Mastermind and the Guru Code. And so let me just go ahead and get into it. I think we all know this. We've talked about this many times, and the story we tell ourselves about ourselves determines whether or not we're ready to make the changes that we desire. So the question then is, do we see ourselves as worthy, or are we unafraid? Are we healthy? Are we wealthy? Are we growing? Or do we see ourselves as unworthy, timid, shy, fat, whatever? Do we put ourselves at the back of the line? And what is it about those thought processes that makes it either easy or hard for us to get the things we want to get? So there really are 5 skills to the receiving process. They're timeless. Many people say, oh, I'd rather give than receive. But the reality is, giving and receiving are always in balance. If you give, pretty soon you run out of things to give. The only way you can have something to give is to be able to receive. And even the classic example of having the mother or the father or the parent put their oxygen mask on first before they help the child in an airplane, the classic example. If you can't breathe, you can't help anybody else breathe. So we can't give everything away. And here in this holiday season, I think it's a particularly interesting time because sometimes somebody shows up with a present for us that we didn't anticipate. And we immediately go into panic mode or guilt mode. Some people have been known to stockpile extra presents in the closet just in case somebody shows up with an unexpected gift. But the reality is, if we just accept the gift for what it is, remember, everybody likes to give. So give the person who's giving the benefit of being able to give. Make them let them feel good about the fact that they were able to give and you're able to receive graciously and thanking them. So let's talk about the core skills of receiving. Core skill number one is love yourself. And the reason that's the core is a core skill and it's the most important one is if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to do for yourself the things that you want to do, the things that are important for you. And by the way, if some of you have seen this or similar presentations before, I don't really feel too bad about repeating it. I've gone back through this presentation. Actually, I've gone back through Larry's version of the presentation probably 10 times. And every time I go through it, I see something new and I think of something different. But it's important to really care about yourself. Many of us were raised in negativity. We're told what we can't do. We're told we'd never amount to anything. And that stuff, we got to just let that stuff go. We got to find out who we are and we got to feel good about ourselves and feel like we are worthy. We are good people. We deserve to receive. Not only do we deserve to receive from people who would like to give things to us, but we deserve to receive the bounty of the universe. We deserve to receive wealth and abundance because we are good people. So thinking about loving yourself, the analogy is the love that a parent has for their children. Most of us have children. We want to see our child be safe. We also know the child needs to grow up. So we let them make their mistakes, but we never stop loving them. And certainly children make lots of mistakes. They do things wrong. But that doesn't mean we give up on them. That doesn't mean we throw away the baby with the bath. It doesn't mean we quit loving them. And we want to think of ourselves in the same way. So when you go out and you do that stupid thing that you go home and kick yourself in the butt about, and you feel bad about it, you say, well, all right, I made a mistake. I forgive myself. You pat yourself on the back because you still love yourself. You still care about yourself. And you want to be able to treat yourself like you're the most important person in the world, because after all, if you want to give yourself the bounty of the universe, if you want to give yourself wealth, if you want to give yourself all the things that we really do want, you wouldn't want to give those things to somebody you didn't care about, would you? So you got to care about yourself. Otherwise, things don't work real well. So many people are uncomfortable with the concept of loving themselves. We equate it with ego or narcissism. But the reality is that people that have an overinflated ego are not practicing self-love. It's a mask for insecurity. So don't feel bad about it. If you love yourself, if you care about yourself, that's not narcissistic. If you want to put yourself first, as you should, that's not narcissistic. It's taking care of yourself in the order in which you should. So Larry's words, make yourself your own intimate partner. Learn to accept yourself, warts and all. And it's essential to take these steps that and the steps that we're working on for all of us right now. And I have this slide saying in this program because I put these slides together for our Wealth Building Mastermind program, but still it's essential to take these steps if we want to receive and if we want to achieve our goals. Another interesting concept here is to write a letter to yourself. This was actually a Bob Miller concept, and he's done this. I will tell you that I have not, but it's still an interesting idea. If you're having trouble with your own self-worth, one of the things that's really worthwhile doing is sitting down and writing a letter to yourself, and basically a love letter, describing the things that you like about yourself and getting in touch with what's important to you. And, you know, carry some of those things around on a 3x5 index card, put them in your pocket, review them, and get to a point where you just feel good about yourself as a person. And you're not blaming yourself for the mistakes you've made in your life. Because the reality is, if you did something at all, you probably made a mistake. The only person who doesn't make mistakes is pretty much 6 feet under. The second core skill of receiving, and the one that I find personally to be the most important, is what's called anchor behavior. And I use this all the time. You'll see me do it every day on my Coffee with Len videos. What is anchor in the anchor behavior? It's absolutely a game changer. And in fact, in Larry's description, he describes, for example, a woman who swears to God, she became a millionaire, and she swears to God the anchor behavior was directly responsible. But it is directly responsible. It is a method of being able to put yourself into a feel-good state anytime you want to. It's based in biofeedback, based in neuropsychology, and it really works. So what you want to do is go back in your life and think of a time that you felt really, really, really good, a peak experience. For many people, it's the birth of a child. For me, I can think back to some peak experiences. I had, there was a time in my life, I remember going to an amusement park. My mother was with me. We rode the roller coaster together, and it was a really good day. I remember sometimes skiing, water skiing, snow skiing, both of them, that were just, I couldn't have been any more exhilarated, any happier. And what you want to do is find those peak experiences in your life, at least one of them. And we basically want to anchor that peak experience. We want to feel that experience. We want to relive it. And then once you've brought yourself back to that place, you want to find a small, generally inconspicuous movement that you associate with that peak experience. So you're feeling really good. I rub my thumb and forefinger together. So Larry Hoffman twists to the left. Other people do different things. But it's a small inconspicuous behavior, and you want to associate it with that really feel-good state. And you want to bring yourself to a point where anytime you're feeling a little out of sorts, out of balance, a little negative, something's bothering you, you can do the anchor behavior, and it will immediately bring you into a feel-good state. And I have reached that point now. I can do my anchor behavior and say, I intend to be happy, and I can immediately snap myself into a feel-good, happy state, no matter what's going on around me. So how do you do that? If you've never done it before, you start by practicing it. Larry recommends 25 times a day. Once again, find something that feels really good and associate the anchor behavior with it. So, I mean, what we're trying to do is just get a way to bring ourselves into a really feel good, really positive state anytime we want to. It's a conscious decision to bring ourselves out of any negativity or blasé feeling we may have. Somebody does something to us that really bugs us. We do our anchor behavior. We recognize that they bugged us, and we do our anchor behavior, and we say, I feel whatever you feel. For me, it's I feel happy. I feel happy. So you'll see me do it in the morning Coffee with Len videos. I intend to be happy today. I hope you do too. And when you see me do that, frequently you'll see that I bring my hand up and I actually rub my thumb and forefinger together. That is my anchor behavior. And when I do that, it will snap me into that feel-good state. And how long are you going to do this for? For the rest of your life. And then some people say, there's nothing in my life that I feel good about. But, that's everybody has something that you can go back. I'm not going to dwell on that. Everybody has something that you can go back into your life and you can find that was a good experience in your life. You wouldn't be here today if you didn't have good experiences in your life somewhere in the past. So no matter how bad it was, no matter how negative it was, no matter what kind of a childhood you had good experiences somewhere that you can find and you can relate to and you can anchor. And also get good at noticing things in the present. The grocery clerk smiles at you. Okay, that's a good feeling. Anchor it. Let it feel good. Remember that many things happen to us during the days in our life that are negative, so we can anchor the good things and get ourselves into a really good positive feeling state. And we can, with our anchor behavior, we can eliminate or really mitigate the things that are not so good. So somebody gives us a really bad time about something, and we just do our anchor behavior and we smile and we say, I feel good today. I'm not going to let you bother me. So that's the anchor behavior. And for me personally, this has just become a really powerful thing. I use it a lot. The third core skill of receiving is finding a quiet space. It's meditating. It's clearing the crap out of our brain. It's often said that things aren't a problem. It's our reaction to things that are a problem. So find a way to clear your mind of clutter at least once a day. And I'm quoting Larry's words now, there is no one size fits all. Some people like to walk or listen to mellow music. Larry uses Tai Chi, and I actually have a Tai Chi routine that I do almost every morning. Some people use EFT, tapping, and I forget what the EF stands for. Tapping's never really worked for me. The Tai Chi does work. I have a Wayne Dyer meditation that I listen to quite regularly. But the thing that we want to do is let go of the story that isn't working for you. That's what we're trying to do. Just clear the clutter out of our mind and get in touch with our higher self. So some people say, well, when I try to get quiet, I can't clear my mind. My mind's like, it's just all over the place. It's like it's on a runaway train. And so Larry's comment to that was, well, if your thoughts are on a runaway train, just let the train run away. Let it go. Quit resisting. Let things go where they're supposed to. And if you do that, you'll find a way sooner or later. It's going to work. It may not work the first time. This takes practice. Meditation takes practice. You can't sit down and meditate once for 10 minutes and say, okay, I tried that. It doesn't work. It takes practice. It's a daily discipline. So the recommendation is to try to spend 5 or 10 minutes every day, minimum, and try to find a quiet mind. And if nothing else works for you, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. In fact, one of the things that Bob Miller likes to say is breathe in love, breathe out gratitude. That actually works. That's actually pretty powerful. Breathe in love, breathe out gratitude. And it's something that I've been playing with, and I find that it's very calming, and it's really, really a positive thing to think of it that way. So, core skill number 3: find a quiet spot, clear your mind, get rid of the clutter, and get in touch with your higher self, with infinite energy, with the universe, with God, with whatever you call it. Get in touch with it. Core skill number 4, and this all comes back to the miracle morning too. It's the miracle morning is the same thing. It's no different. It's one of the core skills of receiving. At the beginning of each day, address yourself. Good morning, Lenny. How are you feeling today? Hopefully you feel good. Today, I intend to feel. Okay, what do you intend to feel today? Do you intend to feel abundant, healthy, loved, wealthy? What is it? what do you intend to feel today? And I always start with, I intend to feel free and I intend to feel happy. Those are the two things I intend for myself every day. And when I tell myself I intend to feel free, what I'm really looking at is, am I being the person that I want to be so that I can do the things I want to do to become, okay, to get, to have the things I want to have, be, do, have. I'm looking at the be, do, have equation. And what I'm saying to myself is, if I had all the things that I want, I imagine that I would be free. So today, I intend to feel free. And one of the things that does for me is it enables me to get up and go to the gym on days when I might not feel like going to the gym. I might feel like, well, I have too much to do. I need to write a blog post. I need to put up my Coffee with Len video or whatever. No. Today, I'm going to feel free. If I were really free, I would be able to go to the gym and do what I want to do. So today, I'm going to feel free. I'm going to go to the gym. And you see how that association works. And I'm really able to control the be part of what I want to become. Be, do, have. So whatever you want to feel, put a feeling to it. Today I want to feel free. I want to feel happy. Now, name the things that you intend to do today. I intend to clean the garage. Well, wait a minute. Are you happy cleaning the garage? So that's how I get from I intend to clean the garage to I'm gonna go to the gym. Okay, the point being is that a lot of times we want to feel something. We want to feel productive. We want to feel secure. We want to feel happy. But we have a to-do list that's inconsistent with the way we want to feel. So what we want to do is look at our to-do list and notice if it's congruent or not with the way we want to feel. And if it's not, maybe we need to rethink our to-do list. Maybe we need to put some things on there that are congruent with the way we want to feel. So for example, if I say I want to feel free, and part of my belief about feeling free is that I'd have the time, I'd be able to take the time to go to the gym. And this also falls back to loving yourself, because if I don't care about myself, I'm going to look at the gym and say, man, I can put that off. I don't need to do that. I can, and then pretty soon, of course, we're unhealthy again. So it all comes together. So, I intend to feel free. I'm going to go to the gym. Okay. And then make the other list of things that I want to do, but find a way to get things onto your list that support the way you want to feel today. And so if part of your list is cleaning the garage, but you don't feel good cleaning the garage, maybe that's something that shouldn't be on your list today. I don't know. I can't tell you what should be on your list and what shouldn't be. All I can tell you is that the trick here is to get the way we want to feel and the things we intend to do to be congruent with each other, so that the things we're doing are supporting the way we want to feel. Are your intentions matching up with your activities? And the third part is turning over to God, to the universe, to the law of attraction, or to whatever you want to call it, the things that you can't do by yourself. So, for example, I can say, I'm going to make 10 phone calls. Okay, fine. I can say, I'm going to find 2 customers. I need God's help for that. I can make the phone calls, but I need God to help me find the customers. I can't do that all on my own. So there are things that we can do on our own. I can write a sales letter. There are things that we need God's help with, or the universe's help with. I'm going to make 2 sales today. I can't guarantee the sales. That requires the cooperation of other people. So you understand the distinction. There are things that I can do. I can write a blog post. There are things that I can't do, attract a buyer without some help from the universe. So there are things I have control over and things that require the cooperation of the universe. So I'm going to ask God, ask the universe, ask the law of attraction to help me with the things that I can't do by myself. And finally, core skill number 5, closing your day. And, this is so powerful, and it will give you real peace when you go to bed at night. So we start with, today I liked. What did you like about your day? You got to find something. Don't sit down on the edge of your bed at night and say, oh God, today was a total disaster. I completely effed up everything I wanted to get done. I didn't get anything done, blah, 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 blah. Now stop. Don't do that. Don't go to bed like that. Find the things you liked about today. What did you feel good about today? Maybe it was as simple as you were extra friendly to the clerk in the grocery store. Okay, fine. But find stuff. Hopefully more than one thing that you feel good about. Find stuff that worked for you. I set out this morning with the intention to feel free. I went to the gym. I spent a half hour on the treadmill. I feel good about that. Okay. Give yourself credit. I said I was going to write a blog post. I wrote it. Fantastic. Give yourself credit. So always acknowledge your successes. Name at least one thing you liked about your day. Feel good about yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. Now, name at least 5 people that you liked something about today. Even if it's someone you have a conflict with, or especially if it's someone you have a conflict with. There's huge emotional maturity in finding something you like about someone you have a conflict with and letting it go, rather than getting into an argument, getting into a, match. So what we're doing is restructuring how you see yourself and how you see the world around you. And we're finding the things that we feel good about, and we're giving ourselves credit. And we're finding the things in the people that we've interacted with that we feel good about. And we're finding our gratitude. So these are the building blocks of self-respect. They're the building blocks of commitment. And when you screw up, you learn to laugh at it. You learn to accept it. And you learn to accept yourself, screw ups and all, warts and all. I love me. I screwed up. But hey, you know what? I'll do better tomorrow. And these are the things I liked about today. These are the things I feel good about. And now finally, I'm just going to review these 2 things with you. As part of the Wealth Building Plus Mastermind, we have these daily worksheets that we encourage everybody to do. And it's really a piece of this whole thing. We start before we get out of bed in the morning. We set our intentions for the day, or review our intentions for the day, and they should have come from the night before. And then at the end of the day, so we start our day off, and then at the end of the day, we acknowledge our successes. We look at who we were grateful for. And the final thing we do before we go to sleep at night is we review. And I do this every night. I play my mind movie. That's the one that I've personally fallen into using. I have a 3-minute mind movie that is a picture of what my life is like. And I review it the first thing every morning. When I wake up, I play my mind movie. And the last thing at night before I go to bed, I play my mind movie. And I remind myself of why I get out of bed in the morning, why I write blog posts, why I do webinars, why I do whatever I do, and where I intend to go. And then set your intentions for tomorrow. The most powerful thing you can do to feel good about tomorrow is to plan it the night before. Even if it's only 1 or 2 things that you intend to get accomplished, because I know, we know that our days get so crowded, so full, so fast, that it's really easy to go through a whole day and end up at the end of the day and go, oh my God, what did I do? I didn't get anything done that I intended to do. So it really helps to set those intentions the night before, and then to review them first thing in the morning, so that we make sure that we get our priorities onto the things that we really intended to do. And those are the 5 core skills of receiving. love yourself, anchor behavior. If you do not have the anchor behavior, I beg you personally, this is Len Mooney personally talking to you. This is really, really, really powerful to develop that anchor behavior for yourself. You will find that once you've developed it, you can snap yourself out of any funk you're in. Anytime you're in it, you can snap yourself into a good feeling state. And the reality is, if we don't feel good about ourselves, we're not going to get the things done that we need to get done in order to be the person we want to be. It's that simple. So that's it. Those are the core skills of receiving. I see everybody still here. So hopefully you've got value. I hope. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you appreciate that, because I personally think it's extremely powerful. And like I said, the message, the initial message came from Larry Hochman. I have his, and it was an audio. It was just an audio, and I have it on my cell phone, and I actually frequently play it when I'm at the gym. I know I've played it at least 10 times, and probably a lot more. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Contrary to what I said last week, I will be here on Thursday. Chris, I'm here, and we will do a lunch with Len on Thursday, Christmas Eve. Anybody who wants to drop in is welcome. A core skill or an anchor behavior. Or I'm not sure, Larry, what that means, because core skills are, we did it actually as part of the vision workshop. We did a core skills exercise. So, hey, and again, thanks, Michael. And again, I'll be here Thursday. I'm not going to have a planned presentation on Thursday. Thursday is going to be a free-for-all. It's an open house. We're just going to get on, and partially we're going to get on, and I'm going to ask you if you have the time to drop in, because Chris's kids are leaving right now. She is alone through the holidays, and for many people that's a tough position, and we want to support Chris. So we're gonna all be here and just get together and chit chat. And then Friday morning, Christmas Day, Chris is doing the free daily workshop. So I'm going to be on the free daily workshop Friday morning, and we're going to all be together and support each other. So I'll see you Thursday, and that's all I have. Yes, do it, Larry. Find that space that you feel really good about yourself. Find that. I intend to be happy, anchor behavior, whatever it is, and practice it. You got to do it. In the beginning, it's going to feel strange. You're going to feel like, that's really, really bizarre. Practice it. Larry recommends a minimum of 25 times a day for a minimum of 30 days to build the muscle, to build the habit. And the more you can practice it and anchor it in, the more effective it'll be for you. But it's a really powerful thing. So anyhow, you folks have a wonderful day. Anybody got any last minute Christmas shopping? I don't have any last minute Christmas shopping. I haven't even started yet. So I got some stuff to do. And I'll see you Thursday. And once again, like I said, Thursday, I'm not going to have a presentation. I'm not going to have any PowerPoints or anything. We're just going to, it's a open mic, free for all. We'll just get together and chat, anybody who wants to. We'll talk again. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.